Now, what does he mean there?
Well, number one, he teaches us that that never was a real serpent.
It was not a real serpent
that went into the garden.
What was it?
But as you know, the Bible is written in symbols and parables, and this serpent or snake is a symbol that's used to hide the real identity of the one whom that actually was.
Well, who was it?
The white man.
Now, is this your standard teaching?
Yes. He teaches us that the black man by nature is divine.
Now, does this mean that the white man by nature is evil?
By nature, he is other than divine.
Well, now, does this mean that he's evil? Can he do good?
By nature, he is evil.
He cannot do good.
History is best qualified to reward all research, and we don't have any historic example where we have found that they collectively, as a people, have done good.
Do you teach them what you just said to me, that the white man is the symbol of evil?
You can go to any little Muslim child and ask him where is hell or who is the devil, and he wouldn't tell you that hell is down in the ground or that the devil is something invisible that you can't see. He'll tell you hell is right where he has been catching it, and he'll tell you who the one who is responsible for him having received this hell is the devil.
And he would say that this devil is the white man?
Yes.
Can a white man join your temple?
None have ever joined.
If one came up and attempted to join, would he be allowed to come in and be taught?
No, sir.
Why not?
Well, that's one of the reasons why most people think that Mr. Muhammad teaches hate. But if there is a rattlesnake in the field who has been biting your brothers and your sisters, and you go and tell them that that's a rattlesnake, and all of the harm that has ever come to them has come to them from that particular source, well, then that rattler will think that the warner is teaching hate. He'll go back and tell the other snakes that this man is teaching hate, this man is teaching hate, but it's not hate. It's just that when you study people who have been harmed and discover the source of their injury, the source of all of their defects, and you begin to point out that source, it's not that you hate the source, but your love for your people is so intense, so great, that you must let them know what is wrong with them, what is the cause of their ills. And this is one of the basic factors, I believe, involved when people think, or when the propaganda is put out that Mr. Muhammad teaches hate. He teaches black people to love each other. And our love for each other is so strong, we don't have any room left in our hearts. Islam is a natural religion, and it is difficult to find a black body with a white head and classify that body as something that's natural. Most organizations that represent the so-called Negro, usually we find when we study them that though they are supposed to be for us the leadership or the brain power or the political power or whatever power that runs it, usually it's the white man.
How could so few white people rule so many black people? This is the thing you should want to know. How could so few? The white man today will tell you that thousands of years ago, the black man in Africa was living in palaces. The black man in Africa was wearing silk. The black man in Africa was cooking and seasoning his food. The black man in Africa had mastered the arts and the sciences. He knew the course of the stars in the universe before the man up in Europe knew that the earth wasn't flat. Is that right or wrong? Then if the black man in Africa had reached such a high state of civilization so long ago, at a time when the people of Europe were crawling on their all fours, what happened to make these people, or enable these people to come out of the cave and come down into our civilization and take it over and hitch us to the plow? What happened? How did they do it? These are the things you should want to find out before you say hooray, hooray, hooray. Is that right or wrong?
during a recent speech before a group of graduate nurses, I believe, you said, and I hope I quote you correctly, God may not be black.
Not God.
But he certainly isn't white. Is that a direct quote?
We're talking about Jesus, actually.
Yes. What is your quote on that?
My quote is that Jesus may not have been black, but he certainly was not white.
Is it important?
Very important.
Why?
I think maybe some of us like to say as Christians that there's no picture of Jesus in the Bible because everybody then could claim him. And you see, you claim when pressure has been put upon you to claim things in terms of color, as it has in this country. You want a piece of this guy who was a terrific prophet.
And to have a piece of him, so to speak,
A little like you, yes.
Physically?
Just a little, yes, because America...
Not in terms of mind or spirit or belief.
Physically, too, because America has made this important, you see. We've made this important everywhere. One goes down the streets in Bombay and sees the models, not brown Indian girls, but Anglo-Saxon girls, because the British then were in control.
Well, now, when you say that this color factor should emerge, isn't it, in a sense, a return to tribalism?
America is about at the tribalistic stage, yes.
You really believe it?
Yes, color-wise. On this issue of color, yes. America, I don't know why white people are so absolutely wound up on this thing, but it has to be white. Everybody is looking for something which belongs to him. And this is the thing that the American Negro looks for. He wanted it to be America because he's the most American of any group here.
Why doesn't he identify with America?
America has never permitted, thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that, reserved for whites only. Remember? You should ask me this question.
Well, do you feel that the American Negro is an African?
Of course he's part African.
But isn't he part something else?
Oh, he's many other things. He actually, you know, he's the real American.
Then why,
he's some of everything.
Then why isolate Africa to identify with? Why not identify with some other source of one's culture?
Because the largest portion of him is African.